morning, people. Good morning. Yes, that's right. I am back. This is Lady C. I wanted to come and give you a Friday morning inspiration while I am driving to work. Okay, so my church, Greater Believers Worship Center, we have been discussing, and it's almost like we've been on a series as far as women's workshop that we've been having. Our women's ministry meets once a month, and for the last 2 months we've been basically dealing with our mental health. And I just kind of wanted to come on and share with you guys some of the things that we've been talking about, because I would love to include you and just taking care of yourself first. And so that's what we've been talking about with our women's ministry. The first month we started in July, and we talked about putting ourselves first, emotionally, physically, mentally, just trying to be healthy, and also socially. So we want to encourage all of the women and men out there to put yourself first, and you can't always put others before you. Sometimes you have to really, really consider, am I putting myself first in this situation? You cannot save the world. You cannot give up everything that you have. Sometimes you just cannot make those sacrifices for others, because you're constantly giving and making sacrifices for yourself. If you are always pouring out into others, then who's going to fill or refill your jar? You need to make sure your jar is replenished and your health has been replenished and restored. And the only time you're going to be able to do that is to take time out for yourself. Sometimes it's not all about just spending money and going on vacations. You can sit in your backyard or sit in your car or go to the spa. You can't go to the spa. I do like that. I like getting my nails done. I do like mani and pedicures. But if I don't have the money for that, then I like just relaxing, whether it's a hot bath, whether it's just sitting in the recliner, watching a movie, or just being alone, getting some quiet time to yourself. Reading a book, whatever makes you happy. You have to think of things that are going to make you happy, things that you can do to relax your mind, things that you can do to relieve some of that stress, whether it's at work, whether it's with family, whatever it is. You have to be able to, first of all, identify. You need to be able to identify when the stress is coming on, or recognize when the stress is coming on, and then you have to be able to identify what that stress factor is. Because if you don't, then that stress can lead into depression, and you may not even know what hit you. You may not even recognize that you're in depression. And we also talked about, for the month of August, we actually talked about dealing with depression. And when do you know that it's time to go to the doctor? We talked about prayer, and prayer comes first. Pray about it. Seek God about it. Go to your pastor if you have a pastor, and you do go to loved ones and family members and friends. But you need to be able to recognize when is that enough, and when is it time to move forward and to try to find something else, try to find better help. So, which means going to your doctor. And sometimes you may need medication for stress or for depression. There's nothing wrong with going to a therapist, an outside counseling agency. There is nothing wrong with that at all. you know, I hate to say it, but as a black race, sometimes we've been taught, especially down south, that, you know, you don't go to the doctor, you don't go, you know, to a therapist or to a mental health counselor. You know, we're stronger than that, we're, you know, better than that, and we don't need that in our lives. But that's just generational carryovers, and you have to recognize if that is what you need to keep your sanity, if that is what you need to keep your mental health, and to keep yourself feeling vibrant and feeling good about yourself, and you know, being healthy, then that is what you need to do. You cannot worry about anyone else. You cannot let them dictate your life, dictate your future. You can't worry about them dictating, you know, whether you go, whether you don't go, you know, pull a coin, flip a coin. It's just not worth letting other people dictate your life. So I am here to encourage you to take care of yourself first. Put yourself first. Take out some time at the end of the day after you come home from work. And if you're at work and if you're feeling stressed, then go take a break. You know, it's better to have the whole you, all of you, than to have pieces and part of you. That's not good either. You know, just giving 50% at work, that's not good. You know, you can end up getting fired. So you want to be able to take care of yourself. You want to be able to take some time out. You want to be able to recognize symptoms for depression when you find yourself sleeping all day or sleeping more than usual, and not because you're tired, but just because you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to face life or reality. When you find yourself not wanting to eat or losing a lot of weight, and it doesn't have anything to do with menopause, or doesn't have anything to do with some medication that you're taking. You're just losing weight because you don't want to eat. If you find yourself just not wanting to be around friends that you used to love to hang out with, then that is time. That's a symptom. Those are signs. Go to the doctor and get that checked out. Make sure that you're okay. That is what we're not doing. We're not making sure that we're okay. We're not putting ourselves first. So I encourage you to put yourself first. Make sure you're okay. Take some time out for yourself. Recognize the signs and the symptoms. Know when it's time to get further help. And you know, just put yourself first. So you guys be encouraged. And that is my Friday rant. My Friday rant inspiration for you guys. I love you. Please put yourself first. God bless. Bye-bye.